Well, we've made it to chapter 23, the very end. Final homework. And an action is something that you can do. You can decide what to do. A state of nature is when you're confronted with something that you didn't do. So if your chief competitor decides to launch a new advertising campaign, that is just something that happened. You have to react to that. So that's not an action, that's a state of nature. Okay, well, let's compute this table. So state of the economy is something that happens outside of your control. A recession, stable, or expansion. Your response or your action can be to outsource production or do production in-house. So you should start out with okay, so let me hold on, wait, that's a different problem. Okay, so you're called on to decide how I should do it. Well, it doesn't really say for sure whether or not okay, well, you're going to have to make a decision first, it looks like. So you're going to decide to whether to outsource or in-house something. And that's something that's not necessarily a state of nature, so they draw a square box. A circle represents something more natural, since circles are more natural than boxes. So it's going to be your decision with a box to outsource or in-house, and then it's going to be the natural things controlled by nature, or whether or not it's a recession, stable, or an expansion. That was all. Wow. Wait, I think I skipped one. Did I skip one? Oh no, that one just went by so fast I forgot. Okay, so now let's find the expected value of these decisions. So the expected value of outsourcing it is equal to the probability of a recession, which is 0.1. Sorry, 0.1 times, I should probably do this on Google. Wait. It's a bad day when you can't even spell Google. Okay, now. Okay, ready? Okay, so the probability of recession is 0.1, and if you hit the recession, you're outsourcing it to be 220 plus stable has a probability of 0.3 times 350 plus 0.6 times 290. So this is kind of like when you used to do probability distributions. So we got 301 for our outsource. And then in-housing, it would be the same values, 0.1, 0.3, and so forth, but they'd be multiplied by 180, 230, and 400. 327 we get. So which is a better decision? Outsourcing would be a better decision because it's less cost. wait, no, let's go back and think about that a little bit more. So remember, in businesses, sometimes you have to take risks. So if you wanted to take a risk that it was going to be a recession, but you didn't really know for sure, then you would want to in-house it, because that would be extremely cheap. $180,000. Much, much cheaper than either one of those two outcomes. But if you don't really know what's going to happen and you want to hedge your bets, then you should outsource it. Because if you outsource it, then across all three categories you have the lowest cost, lowest expected cost. So the actions are to develop a PDA or do nothing. That's what you can decide to do. States of nature are what happens afterwards. You don't have control over that. So the payoff table would be, hold on. I need Excel to do this. So the cost is equal to 610,000. High sales are 1130000. Moderate are 840,000. 250,000. Okay, equals that minus cost. Then push F4. Enter. Drag this over. So each of the sales minus costs turn out to be those three numbers. So I'm going to type those in. So low sales is negative 36. Moderate sales. High sales. If they do nothing, it'll cost nothing, and they won't make anything, so it's just 0, 0, 0. Okay, next question. An investment bank is thinking of doing a startup. Their actions they can decide are to become a major, a moderate, or small. Depends on the price of the oil. So action, major, moderate, small. Price of oil, etc. So which is the correct decision tree? Well, whoops, I'm sorry. I went to click on that. Major, moderate. No. Wrong. There we go. That's more like it. It's a major investment. Higher. Moderate. Small. Higher. Same. So this one, decision tree B looks like the right choice. So I'm going to go with that. Well, it's a bad idea to choose an answer until you've looked at the other ones, but that's obviously wrong. That's obviously wrong. Okay. There we go. Hey, we're done with the whole book. Congratulations.